You know that feeling, right? The afternoon slump. It's like clockwork. Around 3 p.m., your brain just checks out. But what if I told you that sleepy feeling could actually have life or death consequences? Yeah, seriously. Let's get into it.
Okay, I want you to picture this. Imagine a hospital. But this isn't just any hospital. This is the deadliest hospital in the world, a place where things are going very, very wrong. But here's the twist. What if this hospital wasn't a building? What if you couldn't actually point to it on a map? What if it was something else entirely? So in this hospital, even the most highly trained anesthesiologists start making mistakes. Not small ones either. We're talking critical errors. Something is clearly off.
And it gets worse. You have nurses, who are really the heart of any hospital, right? They start forgetting the most basic, most important stuff, like washing their hands between patients, the #1 rule to stop infections.
And the surgeons? Even their incredibly steady hands and sharp minds start to slip. They're making more critical errors in the middle of operations. The whole system just seems to be breaking down.
So what in the world is going on here? What's this invisible force that's causing so much chaos? Who or what is the culprit?
Well, the answer isn't some new superbug or a massive system failure. It's much simpler. It's a time of day. It's a danger zone that we all step into every single afternoon, right around 3 p.m.
So that deadliest hospital in the world? It isn't one single place. It's any hospital, or any workplace for that matter, between about 1 and 4 in the afternoon. And the culprit behind it all? The good old afternoon slump. It's that totally natural, totally predictable dip in our ability to think straight and just function.
And here's the thing you really need to hear. That foggy, exhausted feeling, it is not your fault. It's not a personal failing, it's not you being lazy, it is just predictable biology, hardwired into every single one of us.
Okay, so why does this happen? To really get a handle on the slump, we've got to look inside, at our body's own internal clock. Let's dig into the science a bit.
It all boils down to something called your circadian rhythm. Just think of it like a master clock ticking away inside your brain. It runs on a 24-hour cycle, and it's what tells your body when it's time to wake up, when to get hungry, and yep, when to feel sleepy.
And this chart shows it perfectly. See how our cognitive performance, our brain power, is at its peak in the morning? We're on fire. But then, look at that huge dip in the afternoon. That's the trough, that's the slump. Interestingly, we do get a little second wind in the evening before we finally call it a day. So, when your internal clock hits that afternoon trough, a few things happen. Your body temperature actually drops a little, and your brain gets this big signal to just slow down. And that's why you feel tired, why you can't focus, and why you find yourself reading the same sentence in an email over and over again. Okay, so we're basically programmed for this slump. Does that mean we just throw in the towel for like 25% of our workday? No way! We're not going to fight our biology. We're going to outsmart it. Let's get to the action plan. And here it is, super simple, easy to remember. It's a 3-point plan to take back your afternoon. We're going to eat smarter, nap strategically, and move deliberately. That's it. All right, first up, lunch. You know that giant bowl of pasta or that huge sandwich on white bread? Delicious, right? But it floods your system with simple carbs. You get this massive sugar spike, followed by an even bigger crash. It makes the afternoon slump 10 times worse. So what you want to do instead is build your lunch around protein, some good complex carbs, and healthy fats. That's going to give you a nice, slow, steady release of energy. Step 2 is the strategic nap. Now, I'm not talking about a long 2-hour snooze that leaves you feeling groggy. All the research points to one magic number: 20 minutes. A 20-minute power nap is the perfect amount of time to reset your brain, boost your alertness, and improve your performance, all without messing up your sleep later that night. And finally, step 3. You gotta move. Don't just sit at your desk trying to power through the brain fog. It won't work. Get up. Take a deliberate walking break. Just 10 or 15 minutes is all you need. And hey, if you can get outside to do it, even better. A little bit of movement gets the blood flowing, and that daylight helps to reset your internal clock. So there you have it. The afternoon slump isn't some big mystery. It's just a predictable part of being human. But it doesn't have to be a total write-off. Your afternoon is a huge chunk of your day, about 25% of your workday actually. So the only real question left is, how are you going to take it back?